Hey guys, Kevin, Muddy River Tactical. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're out at the range with the Canik SFT. So I've always been a fan of Canik. The one bad thing about Canik, though, is there's been some good ones and bad ones. The MC9 I had nothing but great luck with, still to this day, but some people had problems. However, this SFT, the holsters just keep coming and coming for it. So that leads to tell me that people are having good luck with it. So I wanted to get my hands on one and see how it really performs. So stay with us. We're going to shoot this thing at the range and tell you our thoughts. Alright guys, so if there's ever been a more controversial gun on the market other than the old Glock debate, Canik is definitely one of those. Caniks are made out of Turkey and overall have a great track record with a great price, with a lot of features, and in my opinion have one of the best triggers, especially in their price range. Straight out of the box, they're hard to argue with. I've had overall great luck with all my Caniks, from a TP9 subcompact and then the MC9 I've had great luck with over 3,000 rounds through that pistol. So a lot of people have had great luck, but just like anything, there's people that have had issues, some legit, some whatever. So it's definitely a highly debated gun. So overall, I like them. I haven't had any issues, but I definitely wanted to try this SFT. As like I said in the intro, we do a ton of holsters for these. It seems like every day we're getting emails and stuff about holsters for these SFTs. So I definitely wanted to give this one a shot as well, because overall, other than the Canik Rival, I haven't given too many of the full-size Caniks a try. This will actually be the first one other than the MC9 and then the TP9 subcompact. So overall, I'm super excited about it. So this gun has a 4.5-inch barrel, so it's definitely a full-size gun. It comes with tall co-witness sights from the get-go. They're just white dot sights, but they're tall enough to co-witness with the optic. This pistol is optic ready for Trijicon or Shield RMS footprint, so you can put a Trijicon, Holosun, anything like that directly on it from the get-go. It has a 3-slot Picatinny rail on it, and one of my favorite thing about these Caniks are, I'm a fan of the HK slide bar release style. HKs have it, and then my Walther PDP, which is my favorite full-size pistol, has it, so I'm definitely a fan of those. Especially being left-handed, it just makes it easy to work. Like we said, the big thing about Caniks, and you'll hear this across the board, is their triggers just overall are great, especially for the price range. Not that price range matters, but when you think of a gun in this price range, you definitely don't expect it to have this good a trigger. So it's got the trigger safety on it, and then it's just got that little bit of take up, and then a solid wall, and then just a super clean break. It's like 4.5 pound break. And then the reset is literally that quick. Like if you blink, you'll miss the reset. It's like nothing. It's super amazing for any gun. The only trigger that I think competes with it is the Walther PDP. I think it's a little bit better, but it should be, because the Walther is another $300 or $400 to get the Walther in this price range. So the mag release is swappable. I have not swapped this one yet. This will actually be the first shots through this gun. So if I decide to keep it, I'll definitely swap it, since I'm a left-handed shooter. The overall weight on this gun, I think, is like 24, 25 ounces, somewhere right in there. So it's a good overall weight for that. So let's put the first mag through it, and then we'll come back with a few thoughts. Well, that's not a great start. That one, a stovepipe in there, it didn't eject. So let's see what happens. All right, so as you guys see, this was the first shots through this. Never shot this gun. This gun's straight out of the box, not oiled, not lubed, not anything, just straight out of the box. And It shot great, the recoil's great. However, we had one stovepipe failure to eject. Is just stuck in there and didn't eject. So we had one issue in the first mag. That doesn't make me feel great. However, all these guns do have a break-in period. So I definitely want to shoot some more rounds before I give you an opinion on that. But other than that one hiccup, it shoots super smooth. I definitely like the recoil out of it and the recoil management. The sight acquisition was a little weird to me the first time. It feels like I don't know, it's probably a backstrap thing because this thing does come with different backstraps. I need a bigger backstrap on it for me to naturally point it better. So that's definitely something I'll do after this video. The other thing I failed to mention is it has a built-in kind of mini flared magwell, which is super nice for reloading. Just makes it that much easier. And it does come with 2 magazines, an 18 round and then this 20 round magazine. So it's got great capacity for a full-size pistol with whatever you're doing with it. It does also have a loaded chamber indicator, which is kind of nice. I would just barely press check my guns, but that could matter to some people. So let's shoot another mag through this. I was only gonna shoot, 2 mags through it and just give you initial thoughts, but now that we had that one little hiccup, we'll probably stick around a little longer on this video and shoot 4 or 5 mags just to kind of see what happens. So let's shoot this second one here. This gun shoots super smooth. It is even smoother on the second mag than it was the first, and part of that's just kind of getting used to the grip of things a little bit. The one thing, excuse me, the one thing I do think about these Caniks is there's a lot of guns on the market that have done a way better job as far as grip and stippling or grip texture. They have a great trigger and overall fire smooth, but this texturing through here, especially up in here, I think they could do a better job in my opinion, which that's just kind of a nitpick thing because texture is just like anything. Some people will love this and some will hate it. I personally think it could be a lot better, especially on a full-size pistol like this. That's just my personal opinion. The grip is long enough to get a full purchase on it, so that's definitely nice. So let me go load up a few mags. Like I said, I was only planning on doing a couple mags through this, but now it's got my curiosity peaked. So let me go load a few mags here and we'll come back and shoot a few more rounds. All right, we got a couple more mags loaded. The one thing I do want to mention is those first rounds were Angel Fire 115 grain. So it is factory reman that we shot the first time. This first mag is going to be the same thing, and then the next 20 round mag is actually Federal. So we'll shoot a couple different ammos. That's the only 2 ammos I got today. So just full disclaimer on that, with factory reman, you just never know. And I have, in all honesty, had a few issues with Angel Fire here recently. So I don't want to blame it fully on the gun just yet, but I definitely wanted to let you know about the ammo. So this is factory reman again. So let's try this one and see what happens. Alright, so it ate that mag fine. Let's go to this Federal ammo, and it's the 20 round mag. We're going to shoot it fairly fast just to kind of put it through some paces real quick. All right, so there's another 38 rounds through it with some reman and then Federal. All of those shot well. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn on that first stovepipe issue. If it wasn't reman, if it was, Federal or something like that, I would definitely think it's more on the gun. But being reman, I definitely don't want to fully blame it on the gun yet. We will keep this gun and do a 1,000 round review on it, just because I don't want to leave you with a full reliability answer now after, you know, 60 rounds or 80 rounds, whatever we put through it, it's not fair for me to say, hey, that thing's not reliable, or it's going to be reliable, is just breaking in, because in all honesty, I don't know. And the other thing about these pistols is I got a sample of one. Yours may be 100% flawless, or yours may stovepipe every other round. So I just want to bring you the best information I can give you, and at this point, I don't feel like I can answer the reliability question quite yet, so we will do a 1,000 round review. As far as performance and shootability and everything like that, this gun shoots great. It kind of exceeded my expectations a little bit on how smooth it does shoot. It's not my Walther PDP, but the recoil is just as manageable and just as smooth as the PDP, so that's saying something. The PDP shines to this in more natural target acquisition and sight picture. The PDP totally outshines this, in my opinion, but it's also what you're used to. There's some guys that may not shoot the PDP well, so that's kind of hard to say. No different than the Glock debates. There are guys that shoot Glocks great, can outshoot anybody with a Glock, and there's guys kind of like myself that don't shoot Glocks that great. So there's just some learning curve and what you're used to and what you've put the time in training-wise to shoot, good or bad, indifferent. Overall, like I said, I won't give you a reliability, but overall, this gun shoots really good. It feels good in your hand, and we'll definitely be back with a 1,000 round review to give you a better in-depth on it, and we'll probably throw an optic on it to shoot it some more. But just the few, you know, all the targets right here, 10 to 15 yards. It's super accurate. I can see here, and they're all A-zone hits, even shooting fast. So the accuracy out of this gun's super good. Recoil's super manageable, super smooth. The mag capacity's great. The trigger's phenomenal, especially for, I don't know what this gun's actually going for. You know, MSRP is $519. I would guess you find these guns for $400 to $450 would be my assumption. So for that price range, it's definitely got a lot of features. But at the end of the day, if there's a reliability issue, then that kind of takes a lot of that and makes the pendulum swing the other direction, because without reliability, you got a paperweight. But like I said, I ain't gonna fully mention that yet. So come back and watch the 1,000 round review here in 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll give you our full opinion. If you're looking for holsters for this SFT or any of your other pistols, we have them all at muddyrivertactical.com. We can definitely get you taken care of there. And even if you don't need a holster and just need concealed carry advice or anything, we're always here to help. You can reach out to me or my team at support@muddyrivertactical.com, and we'll do everything we can to help you along the way. So thank you guys for watching today. We truly appreciate it. And until next time, keep practicing and always be prepared.